this special edition of WTN 2014. We have with us the Honorable Tourism Minister from Albania, Mrs. Eglantina Germani.
Yes,
Good
thank
to
you.
see you on the show.
Thank you so much.
Albania as a destination is not very well known to the world. It's
Yes.
probably new on the market. It has gone through a lot of turmoil in the past,
Yes.
and its legacy is a bit, in terms of fixing the image. So how would you describe the destination Albania to our audience and viewers?
First of all, I would like to thank you so much for this great opportunity and for interviewing me. I think you were right. Albania is a new emerging destination country, and not just in Western Balkans, but in the Mediterranean and also in the world. I do think that Albania has gone through really big challenges.
Okay.
But in these 20, 24 years in democracy has grown, has changed a lot, and all the touristic potential that Albania has is willing and ready to share it with the world. We do have a beautiful landscape, very nice paysage. You could organize or develop different kind of tourism in Albania, starting from ecotourism, from cultural tourism, agro-tourism, and adventurous tourism as well. So we are based on this beautiful geographic position and relief. We do base the tourism also in the beautiful and very rich cultural heritage, in the very nice and I would say particular hospitality and friendly people, as well as very nice culinary. I think all these components make Albania a new emerging destination country, and we are working so much in promotion and also attracting many tourists to our country.
What's the vision for Albania going forward in terms of creating awareness, letting people know about the various facets of tourism in Albania, different attractions, we would say. So what is your vision in terms of promoting Albania globally?
We are trying to first to promote Albania as a destination, touristic destination, and first of all getting to know more about Albania to different peoples and countries. There is a very low information about Albania in the world. Many people do not know where it is, do not know about its potentials, do not know that it's a safe country, it's a very welcoming country and very nice and beautiful. But also we are trying to work strongly in promotion. We had an international competition for branding Albania, and the slogan is Albania, go your own way. It's a new slogan, and we are trying to really be more
Basically allowing
aggressive
people to discover
to
themselves.
discover Albania and to enjoy the way that they would like to. From the other side, we are working also to develop touristic products on different parts of Albania and share it with
touristic products that you want.
I would say that all culture tourism, it's a really undiscovered potential for Albania, as well as all the country has such a variety of water resources, of national parks or artificial parks. I mean, all the beautiness of the country is combined with cultural heritage and hospitality, that all of them could develop small products in different parts of Albania.
So how is the infrastructure in Albania that can cope with? Once awareness is created, you would expect people to come in.
Yes.
The best thing for people to experience is to have good infrastructure in the country they're visiting or traveling.
Yes.
How's the infrastructure in Albania?
It's very true. There are done lots of improvements this year, last years in Albania, really for the infrastructure. What we are doing now is working to improve it, especially for touristic areas, and also to be more open and attractive towards investments. Either national investors, but mainly foreign investors to come and visit to Albania to really invest for touristic resorts and further. But we do have nice hotels, we do have not big ones like resorts, but nice hotels, guest houses, and very many, I would say, different hotels or guest houses that are on the beach, especially during the summer, but also for mountainous tourism and agro-tourism in different areas. The food is mainly bio food, and tourists do like very much the culinary of Albania, very tasty and healthy.
Is it very similar to Turkish cuisine?
We do have very similarity with Turkish, some also Italian or European, and some real Albanian. It's a nice combination, and you can never starve in Albania. You could always find nice things to eat and different tastes.
Being a foodie, I'm already very excited.
You are more than welcome to come, and really I hear different times from different tourists that say that we didn't know all this information about Albania before we came. It's a little difficult before you come to Albania, but when you come, you really want to come back. And this is, I think, especially because of the hospitality and the warmth of people.
Now, you said Albania is on the map now, on the tourism map. You're getting tourists inflow into your country.
Yes.
Where are they coming from?
Mainly till now we'll have had tourists from neighboring countries, Macedonia, Kosovo, Italy, Austria. We have had this year an increased number of tourists coming from Slovakia, Poland, Czech Republic. This year we even had Russian, Japanese and American tourists. This year was a good one, almost 20% increased tourists, the number of tourists compared with last year, and I think we are not just talking about numbers here, we are just talking people coming, but also seeing how many nights they are staying in Albania, how much income is going to the Albanian economy, how many employment opportunities we do have for people. We see tourism as a strategic sector for economic development in Albania.
Right.
And in the revising of the legislation of Albania for attracting investors, foreign investors, we have considered tourism as a priority and as a strategic sector.
just mentioned, what are you doing in terms of sustainable tourism development in Albania? Now, what happens in most countries is that the benefits of tourism does not filter down to the local communities, especially beyond the city brands,
You're right.
in the
Yeah.
rural areas
Yeah.
where the real communities live. So what are you doing as a government in Albania to promote preservation of your culture,
Yeah.
your heritage, and sustainable development involving the local communities?
In fact, we are a new government, Rama government, which started last September.
Okay.
And we created the new Ministry of Urban Development and Tourism, just for the sake of sustainable development and seeing this as very much linked with each other.
Right.
In this context, we are very keen on developing tourism or encouraging tourism development, but really taking care of environment and urban development. We are working simultaneously, planning, urbanizing the country, but also seeing the tourism development. We also are learning from the other mistakes and trying not to repeat the ones and the mistakes that were done from the previous governments in our country. There were, for example, I can give you an example of illegal buildings that were, especially on the coast. We started with demolishing them, cleaning them, and really reinforcing the law on urban planning and do not allowing more illegal buildings, and really seeing the tourism development as key for economy, but also taking care for environment, for culture, and especially for keeping together our identity. I have to say, we have some things that are unique compared with other countries in the Balkan and further. One of them is the religious harmony, which is a very valuable asset of Albanians. And we also have contributed through years in the peace building process in Western Balkans and further. Albania is one of the countries that has always promoted peace, and also through its model, I think it's building bridges of communication in the region and further. And regarding the religious harmony, I think it's a value or an asset that also other foreigners want to explore and to see how this is possible. But also the history, the past history of being under a dictatorship for many years has also created a history of our country that attracts tourists to come to see like how Albania was before 90s and how this country has changed so fast in democracy.
One of the things that people who have visited Albania say that are the country of bunkers.
The country of bunkers, yeah. We do not have money. We do not have many left now.
Right.
Some of them are just for historical symbols, but
Many have become
really.
touristic attractions too, I believe.
Yes, some of them, yes. I think what we are trying to do now is that a lot of tourists that come in Albania or in the region, we want to attract them through regional touristic packages.
Okay.
Albania, Kosovo, Macedonia, Montenegro. So different
You guys are
tourists.
joining hands to
Yes.
collectively
We have-
promote itself.
Yeah,
Okay.
we have agreements with these countries, and
Right.
we have promoted to tour operators these regional touristic
Now, that
packages.
is my next question actually. How are you promoting Albania into different global markets? Now, specifically in the Gulf markets, which is considered a very lucrative source market for
Yes.
global tourism.
There are different ways. Participating in these international fairs is one way together with tour operators.
So you get in touch with the business side.
Business and media as
Yeah.
well.
Yeah.
We also organize fan trips with media representatives, with tour operators to really see parts of Albania. We we have organized events like Days of Albania in different countries. We are strengthening the partnership with our embassies all over the world so they could really promote more
Do you have
Albania.
representation of Albania in the Gulf countries?
Yes, and
Across all?
Yeah. Yeah, and I think that they could play a more important role for development of tourism, not just attracting tourists, but also investors that could come in Albania. It's really an undiscovered country, and some international media write about Albania as a new Croatia in the Balkan or as a new country that is unspoiled and it's beautiful. So I do think that through media, I really value and consider it very important, the message and the image transmitted through media about our country. Because of the lack of information or distorted information that people get, they think that Albania is not a safe country, that they do know very little. Sometimes they mix us up with other countries. And I do think that we consider media as a very good partner in really promoting the country, in coming and visiting Albania and giving the flavor of it, the real flavor.
And Checkin TV definitely is one such media who would be very keen to support Albania and its initiatives to promote itself in the Gulf region.
Yes.
And in the larger scale of the Middle East markets.
Yes.
We're quite keen to partner with Albania to promote itself.
This would be very much appreciated, and I do trust and believe in that, in the power of media.
Absolutely.
And also you could do much more to really show the reality.
Because our objective is to show the world to our viewers different destinations,
Yes.
newer destinations.
Yes.
And Albania is one such
It's,
destination,
and
which is beautiful.
I highly
Unspoiled,
appreciate
like you
that.
said, yes.
Yeah, highly
Now,
appreciate that.
getting back to the nitty-gritty, how is the visa facilitation in Albania? At GCC travel, a citizen from GCC require a visa to come to Albania?
We do have a visa requirement for some of the countries, but during the period of March till October, we do have a visa facilitation procedure for all countries, including Gulf countries, really being much more open and attractive to them.
March to October.
Yes.
So that's visa on arrival in Albania.
Yes, because we consider this as a good
Key
timing and key for tourists coming, and I do find it very interesting to see that there have been people really coming from Middle East also, and I think there is high interest from them,
Is
not
that
just
the
for
ideal
tourism.
time to visit as well?
I think it's a beautiful time. March is spring, it's not hot. July and August are the hottest and the more sunny and high temperatures. But March till October, we came now here, it's very cold. In Albania was beautiful, sunshine. We have like 300 days, sunny days, but not hot days. Only July and August, pleasant, beautiful.
Right. How would you invite a Gulf traveler? Extended invitation to the Gulf traveler.
Okay.
Invite our viewers.
Okay, I would very much welcome any of you to Albania because of our hospitality, because of our value, because we also know how to respect friends and guests that come to us. We have a beautiful cultural heritage that really would give you more a taste about the history of Albania. We have beautiful paysages. You could develop different kinds of tourism, and we really treat especially our guests and friends. So I really think that anytime that you come to Albania, you will never be disappointed.
Honorable Minister, it's such a pleasure speaking to you today.
You too. Thank you so much.